What up? Hopefully everyone's week was productive and joyful as mine as we continue in this series and this um, podcast. Just want to say that I love y'all, that I appreciate y'all, I appreciate the comments, I appreciate the text messages, the phone calls about my family, and the prayers and condolences that were sent out uh, during these tough times. I just like that allows that shows me that this world still have great people in it. Like most people don't even know me, don't know my family, uh, but wished us well and said they were praying for us. And so I appreciate that. To everyone that reached out, I saw it, I heard it. Um, I appreciate y'all. And I just want to start out with you are loved, as I always say. You appreciated. You matter to this world. Like even little things, small things, as text messages, phone calls, likes, comments, follows, different stuff like that, right? Those things are important. Those things matter. Those things genuinely uplift people, and you don't even know it. And so I appreciate y'all in these times and in any time, right? Like just because a loss happened doesn't mean that's when most people should come out and speak. And like we should enjoy each other and we should speak to each other. We should have conversations with each other just throughout our life at any time. Like if someone pops in your head, just reach out to them, because you never know what someone's going through. Uh, some of the happiest people in the world uh, are probably the most devastated because they just on the outside you see one thing, but on the inside they might be dealing with different things. And so, not specifically speaking about me, but just speaking in general of just life and how sometimes uh, it can just overwhelm you. And just a conversation, just a hello, a how you doing can go a long way. One thing that just popped in my mind, right? Like when we ask people how they're doing, give them an opportunity to respond. I think a lot of times we're just going about our day and we're just walking, passing by, and we'll say, "Hey, how you doing?" And they'll respond, "Hey, how you doing?" And it's I guess it's become cliche that we don't even really say how we doing. We just say how you doing right back instead of um, responding and giving a concise answer of how you really doing in that moment. And I think just take those moments, just settle down and not be in a rush. I think that helps so much. Like it's just something that popped in my head because it's something I do. I'll walk, in the office or walk in a building or even, at church or in Walmart or whatever it is, right? And you just passing by and you say, "Hey man, how you been?" Uh, and they respond, yeah, how you been?" And it's not like, or they'll say, "I'm good." It's not really detailed. It's just in passing by. I guess sometimes it just feels like people don't want to have a conversation anymore. Um, and I think that's a struggle in this society more than anything is that we don't take moments to just enjoy conversation, real, genuine conversation. Most of the time it's just, "Hey, how you doing?" "Oh, I'm doing well." "What about you?" "Oh, I'm doing well." And then move on, right? I'll talk to you later. And then, you don't really talk to each other for a few months until you see them again and, "Hey, I'm doing well." Um, just enjoy genuine conversation. Just, ask people how they doing. I was talking about the 8 minutes the last few weeks and how important it is just to give someone 8 minutes, just 8 minutes. In the grand scheme of things, it's not a long time. Like no one's ever that busy. That's the truth. No one's ever that busy that you can't give someone at least 8 minutes, at least 2 minutes, 10 minutes of your day. Because I mean, you probably spend more time on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, TikTok, uh, in a 30-minute span. You can have three different conversations with three different people that can change their life. There are a lot of people that have lost loved ones that they wish they'd have gave 15 minutes to. And so that's just important. That's just something, off top of my head that just came to my head as I was sitting right here. Um, the real topic today is about being focused on today and not worrying about tomorrow, because tomorrow have its own issues, tomorrow have its own problems, tomorrow will have its own worries. Like, we get so excited, so anxious for the next day that we lose daylight in the current day. Like, embrace it, enjoy it. Like, when I wake up every morning, I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm excited every day. Yeah, it's not because of what I have going on. Like, sometimes it's just a blah day. Like, that's the truth. Like, sometimes it's not the most exciting day in the world, and that's because the honest truth is because I'm looking at what's the next day instead of just living in the moment of what today brings, because tomorrow's not promised. Tomorrow will have its own issues, and I'll wake up and I'll feel the same way about tomorrow. And it's just because it's in that current day, it's blah. You can't get it back. That's the one thing in life you can't get yesterday back. Whatever you did, whatever you're going to do today, tomorrow it really won't matter. And if it did, you can't change it. Like, that's the truth. And that's why I think the focus should be on the current day, the current matters, the current issues that you're dealing with on that exact day. And just, when you wake up, you handle tomorrow. But it's very important to enjoy today, to live today, to accomplish things today that needs to be accomplished today. Don't put it off till until tomorrow. Work on it today. Work on yourself today. Be better today. Like, it's like, I think it helps you, right, when you can focus on your daily tasks instead of looking forward to the next task the next day, because I don't think you can complete it the way you should, because your focus is not there. It's almost like uh young kids waiting for Christmas. Like, they don't understand, right? The whole month of December is important. Every day is important, but they can't wait. They almost can't sleep to get to Christmas. And once they get to Christmas, like, December 26th is another day. And they forget about what's December 25th. That's the truth. Like, they open all their presents, and once they open their presents, it's the next present, and then it's the next present. And they just can't appreciate the present they just opened because they worried about what's the next one. And that's kind of how life is. Like, we don't appreciate today enough until it's gone. We don't appreciate the people we have in life until they're gone. Like, give today its flowers. Give the people their flowers while you still can. Because you never know. Nothing's promised. Nothing. Absolutely nothing's promised. I know they say debt, taxes, and this and that, but that nothing's promised. Only thing you have is today. So make the best of it. Attack it. Go as hard as possible, because that's your resume. Today is your resume. Not tomorrow, not yesterday. Yesterday you can't do anything about. It's over. Stop worrying about it. Stop focusing on it. You can't change it. It's the past. And when it's the past, you leave it there. Don't carry yesterday into today. And don't look toward tomorrow and lose today. The most important thing, the most important moment, the most important hour you have is the current one. Go as hard as possible. Put your best foot forward and just strive for the best of today. If you make every day your best day, you have a great week, you'll have a great month, you'll have a great year, and you'll just keep climbing. That's the truth. Like, that is, I can't spell it out any better. Like, you're gonna have setbacks. You're gonna have e- ups and downs, the ebbs and flows of life. That is true. That's gonna happen. That's your foundation is gonna be shaken. Like, I mean, I can go on and on about things that life is gonna, hand you. But at the end of the day, if you be where your feet are, if you blossom where you're planted, if you put one foot in front of the other, and you just keep climbing, you keep progressing, you keep pressing, like you attack this day as if it's your last. Like, I don't want to say, I hate speaking things, and so today is not my last day, but today will be the best day I have, because today is the only thing that matters. And then tomorrow, I'll make tomorrow the best day I've ever had. And if I look at it like that, if I scheme it like that, if I focus on it like that, like, I'll only improve. But when I go into the day, when I wake up and say, "Man, I should have did this yesterday. I should have did this. I could do this." Well, you know what? Next week I got this. I got this. I'm not. Listen. Let me stop. I'm not saying don't plan. Like, you're supposed to plan. You're supposed to, get your calendar and put dates down and write important dates and all that. Right. But once you write those things, you're not looking forward to it. You're being in the moment that you have. Put it on your calendar, and then close the calendar and focus on your task today. That is the only thing that matters, is completing the task that you have for today, because you can't let it bleed into tomorrow, because then it'll bleed into your week. And then you'll look up and then you're a month behind and you're losing daylight. Like, complete the task for today, and then complete tomorrow's task on tomorrow. And then the next day, and then the next day. But you can't get so excited about tomorrow that you lose today, because you get 24 hours. I truly believe your life is how you spend your time. The only thing we all have equally is one thing we all have equally, and that's 24 hours. That's it. What you do with your 24 hours is how you'll spend your life. That's why they say you spend time. Time is currency. It's the only currency that we all have equally. Some of us are rich, some of us are poor, some of us are educated, some of us are tall, short, some of us are fat, skinny. I mean, like, dark, light, long hair, gray hair. It doesn't, like, we all are different in our own way, but we all have the same 24 hours. Some of us just get up at 5 a.m. and some of us get up at 9 a.m. Some of us go to sleep at 11 p.m. Some of us go to sleep at 1 a.m. Like, that's all it is. That's the difference in your day. That's the difference in your life. I remember saying something, I heard something to the extent of, if you sleep 8 hours a day, I think, yeah, if you sleep 8 hours a day for 30 years, that's a third of your life. That's 10. You slept 10 years, because it's 24 hours in a day. That's, you slept a third of your day for 30 years. You slept 10 years. Think about that. Uh, and I equate that, right. Not, I don't want people to go and say, "Oh, Sherman Wilson said don't sleep." Not saying that. I'm absolutely not saying that. You need to recharge. Just like your phone battery needs to be recharged, your body needs to be recharged. I don't say sleep like that. I do say different words to replace it. Recharge. Uh, and it's I got it from the book Outliers. I think by Malcolm Gladstone. I believe that's his name. Wrote in the book that it takes 10 years or 10,000 hours to master a skill. If you've slept for 10 years, you've mastered the skill of sleep. That's it. That's what I believe. That's what I stand on. I sleep 5 to 6 hours. That's about it. Because I want to be alive. I want to be awake. Like, I want to enjoy every moment of my life. I do not want to sleep it through, because you can't get that time back. So I'm not gonna sleep 8 hours a day. I'm not. Like, do I get that maybe once a month? Probably. I think yesterday was probably the first time I've slept 8 hours in probably a year. And that's because I forced myself to go to sleep. I forced myself to lay down, to kind of recharge my entire body. I kind of felt it over the last few months of the season, um, which has been an up and down season, and a lot of stress, a lot of nervousness. And so I think I owed it to my body, and my body appreciated it because like I popped up the next morning. But it's still, the focus has to be there. Like I could sleep for 10 hours, right? Doesn't matter if I get up and I'm worried, concerned, stressed, if I ain't doing anything yesterday and I'm still trying to, complete tasks that I had yesterday. That's like, then I did all that for nothing. Like the anxiety and the stress is still gonna overwhelm my body. So me laying down for 8 hours is, I'm just, my eyes are just closed. My mind is still wandering, and so when I get up, I'm gonna have issues no matter what. My body's still gonna be tired, because my mind never really shut down. That's another thing. Don't take your issues to bed. I find my needs before I go to sleep, and I give it to God, and I just let Him handle it. I'm good. Uh, if you plan on waking me up, Lord, I'm gonna enjoy my next day. If it's not in Your will that I wake up, I've enjoyed life, and I just stick to that. But I'm not. I've learned, right, probably about by year 33, year 34, and I've only tried to perfect it since, that I can only control what I control, and I'm not gonna add more stress to myself, because I think that's what kills us: stress, anxiety, depression, like worry, all those things we have no control over. Those things kill us. Those things release chemicals into our body, into our brain, and it just destroys us from the inside. And we have to protect ourselves from that. You can't stress over tomorrow. You can't stress over what didn't happen yesterday. You have today. You have 24 hours. Enjoy it, live it, thrive, like make the best of it. No matter what your circumstance and situations, when you lay your head down, leave it there. Because when you wake up, you need to be 100% ready, well rested for the task at hand. You shouldn't lose any focus because of what happened yesterday or what you think will happen tomorrow. Because the truth is, like, none of that might never happen. That is the truth. It might never happen. It might never come to light. It's the truth. Like, you can't worry about what you can't control. Start there. Give it to God. That's what I've learned in my 36 years, that whatever happens, happens. I can't stop it. Like, I can't stop the light from being red. I can't stop the train from being stuck. I can't stop payroll from being deducted. Like, they're gonna take taxes. Like, I'm not worrying about none of that. I can't control any of that. All I can control is myself. That's it. I can control my actions. I can control my thoughts, and I can control how it affects me, life, how I allow life to affect me. If I handle all those things, no matter what the ebbs and flows of life, I'll be okay, because I have the ultimate control. I control it, and as long as I can do that, it'll limit stress. I'll never get here and say you can eliminate stress. That's not possible. You can't eliminate distractions. That's not possible. Things will happen. Life will happen. But if you learn to control how it affects you, you'll live a better life. You'll live a longer life, a more fruitful life, a more productive life, because it'll be sweat off your back. You'll just roll right off. Hey, look, my car broke down. That's fine. I'll find my, long as I can get to work. Long as I'm alive, I can handle everything. The only thing that's important to me is good health. If I'm able, I'm gonna do it. And that's how you gotta look at life. That's how you have to, for your growth, for your maturation, for your improvement. Just look at it like, as long as I'm able, I'm willing. If I can do it, I'm going to do it. If I'm strong enough, if I'm healthy enough, I'm going to do it. I'm going to complete the task. I'm going to enjoy today because it's all I have. I can't look toward tomorrow because it might never come. And no one, I've never, as long as I've been living, I've never heard anyone say, man, I wish I'd have went to that movie. Man, I wish I'd have did that homework assignment. Man, I wish I'd have, studied more when they are sick or on their deathbed, when they get bad news about their health. The only thing that's important is being healthy. All they want is more time. That's it. They don't want to go back and, do homework assignments or graduate or get another degree or make more money or drive this car. They just want more time. And so focus on that, the time that you have. Enjoy it, embrace it, be rooted where you are, be where your feet are, and just take one step at a time. Tomorrow's gonna come. If it's supposed to happen, it's gonna happen. Now I'm not saying just sit back and let everything come to you. No, you gotta make your way. You gotta make your way prosperous. You have to move forward. You have to work at things. That's all a part of it. But what I'm saying is don't focus on tomorrow and lose today. Embrace today, embrace the challenges of today, and live all 24 hours. I'm on average, I'm going to get 5 to 6 hours of sleep. And the reason is I want to be awake for my life. That's it. That's me. That's only me. Like I don't want to that is one thing I do. I enjoy waking up, attacking the day. Now some days are tougher than others because of the issues you have, the challenges you have in life. But I enjoy waking up because I enjoy life. I thank God that He wakes me up. I thank God He woke me up today. Whatever challenges today have, I'm just glad I'm here. And I'm gonna attack them. I'm gonna fight. I'm gonna keep fighting. And that's what we should do. Keep fighting, keep striving. Don't give up. Like today is the day that the Lord has made. Rejoice and be glad in it. That's how I look at it. It sounds cliche. I get it, but as I get older, as I grow, as I learn, as I complete obstacles in my life, I realize you just want another day. You just want another breath, and you just make things happen as long as you go along this path, as you take this walk that we call life. Just enjoy every moment. That's the truth. Like I plan on living till I'm 80 something years old. Like once I get in my 80s, you know what? We figure it out. You see how I go, but like I'm gonna enjoy life way before that. Like now, my focus is not. Listen, I want to be the best version of me, but I'm gonna stop and smell the roses. I'm gonna enjoy the dandelions. I'm gonna walk through the grass. Like I'm starting to realize how important each moment is. It's not because I'm sad or I'm depressed. Like depression is real, right? Anxiety is real. Worry is real, but we can control the worry. And so I just want to enjoy every moment. I find myself now walking outside feeling the breeze. Unfortunately, in the building I work in, we don't have, as you see behind me, I don't have windows in my office. And so now I sometimes just go step outside to take a breather, to just enjoy life. And that's what I challenge us today, to enjoy life, keep pressing forward. Like no matter what you're going through today, if you wake up tomorrow, it's going to be better because those challenges will be in the past. Don't allow it to stress you. You will get another 24 hours. That's the truth. So make these 24 hours the best 24 hours of your life. And when you wake up tomorrow, Make those 24 hours the best 24 hours of your life. Attack each day like it's your last. Enjoy it. Embrace your family. Embrace your friends. Love on them. Be blessed. I love y'all. As we continue this series, as we continue to push forward, to press forward, you are very important to my life, to the lives of your family. Like, you matter. Keep going. I love y'all, and be blessed.